Garrett and Brendan.
Hello and welcome to the Nightly News. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Brendan. On today's program, we'll be talking to you about AP courses around here. The school garden, the weight room, the field hockey, video gaming, and a very special report. First, let's go to Althea with AP courses.
Here at Pullman Regional High School, our students have the opportunity to take AP classes.
Okay, so I teach AP US, and there is a ton of reading and a ton of writing.
Per night, I probably have about an hour and a half worth of homework for both classes combined.
So at first, it's a real struggle. It's a real struggle at first for some kids to get used to the hours that you have to put in.
So as long as you designate time for each class, you'll be okay.
It may seem like a lot of hard work, but in the end, it'll make you a better student.
I think it establishes a good work ethic for the future. So there's that. It definitely helps me branch out with what I know. So it helps me learn a lot more than if I were to take more core classes or more regular classes that other kids take.
Also, the history skills we do in AP are different from what we do in humanities.
I've found that I make a lot of connections between my AP curriculum and other classes, points in other classes. I'd say the challenges are preparing for tests, specifically in AP Calc, because I find that pretty challenging.
In AP, you have to study. And they may not have those skills yet. They may have never had to use those skills. So that's different. The kids who take AP History are the kind of kids who can totally handle that. They don't really expect it. And they haven't usually had to work that hard before because they just usually are good students. They can work more efficiently and they can just get things done without working long hours. But then they get it. And that's fine. By the second month of school, they're fine. They totally are into the groove. They get it done. I mean, for some it's, more challenging than others, of course. It's a range of students, but mostly it's fine.
I've adjusted well, and I know how to manage my time and how to prepare for tests for the most part. It depends on the class with each year, but overall I've adjusted well.
Taking an AP class may even improve your chance of getting into a better college and save you money.
AP classes generally look great on your high school transcript. Colleges know that you are able to do the work at the college level and that you are willing to take on the challenge. So even if you don't get a higher grade as you normally would get in another class, they like that you took on that challenge.
A little more sophisticated, a little more college level, so that's a big difference as well, I'd say.
Well, depending on how you do on the AP exam at the end of the year, it's a big standardized test, kind of like the SAT, but just on that particular class. If you score a 3, 4, or 5, depending on the college that you go to, you could potentially not have to take that class when you get to college, or it might give you some elective credit and would save you money by not having to take that class once you get to college. So that's usually a pretty big incentive because college tuition is really expensive. So that's why some kids choose to take APs in high school.
I'd say overall it just improves me as a student.
AP classes may seem like a lot of hard work, but if you stick with them, they can open doors to better opportunities. I'm Althea, reporting for WPRH News.
Thank you, Althea. It's good to know about AP courses here at PRHS.
Not all students take AP courses, but all students participate in Roundtable. Here is Harold with more.
Some roundtables are mixing it up, giving students an opportunity to create socialization skills.
It's a time where students get to talk to each other and interact and talk about converse and all that stuff.
And it sort of, I think, creates a sense of family and really helps build the idea of community between students to have such a hopefully close-knit group of kids that get to know each other.
Definitely positive because it's a time where I just get to hang out with friends and relax and talk to people without having to worry about work, as a regular school day.
A group of students and a teacher where they can get to know each other really well, to have a group of friends and confidants and people you can rely upon, people that you're going to see every day and every day for the next 4 years.
Okay, now that we've looked at a student who thinks roundtable is a great thing and a teacher who thinks it's rather good, let's talk to a student who doesn't really think roundtable is that much fun.
We don't really do much. Nothing. We don't do anything important. As a whole, that's dumb.
I think each student makes of it what they do, and for some students it is a great bonding experience. They'll make friends within Roundtable just like they would in any other class. For other students, it might be harder for them to feel like they can bond with the people in their Roundtable, but I think at the very least it gives them the opportunity.
Now that we've looked at both sides of views of roundtable, good and bad, even a teacher's perspective, I'm Harold Burrington reporting for WPH. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Harold. I enjoy hanging out with my roundtable, but some people like hanging out in the garden. Here's Garrett with that report.
The garden is a beneficiary of our school where people grow and eat the plants.
We grow vegetables at the garden, and we mainly grow vegetables right now to make salsa.
How long does it take to usually grow them?
Oh gosh, depending on the plant, it can take 30 days for them to be mature.
Good.
Oh, we plant typically once or twice a year. Once in the early spring, and then right before we get out for summer vacation. And no, they do not always come out perfect. This year we have a lot of green tomatoes, and I'm afraid maybe we won't get a lot of ripe tomatoes, but we have a lot of hot peppers and sweet peppers.
So Travis, how long did it take to build the garden?
It took about 2 months, I think.
So, do you like how the garden works?
Yeah, I think it could definitely use some improvement though.
Do you still check around the garden today and see how it's doing?
No, I do not.
What improvements will happen to the garden that you know of?
That I know of, I don't really know because I haven't been involved with it this year.
Do you think the garden will ever fail as a productivity?
Probably. I think so. I don't think it'll get very taken care of in the next couple of years.
So Kevin, how was working at the garden today?
Well, we didn't go in there today because it was raining, it was all wet.
But how is the garden lately? Have you been at the garden?
I went to the garden on Friday and it was pretty good.
Is there any education involved? Do you eat some of the foods you plant?
I don't eat the foods that we plant because I don't like vegetables, but other people do.
Does your teachers tell you the procedure of planting?
We don't really plant them, we don't really plant the vegetables, we just build the stuff for it.
How is the garden today?
It's pretty good, all the plants are growing.
Alright, thank you for your time, Kevin. Today we have learned that the garden helps the school out quite a bit for feeding the needy and feeding the poorly. And we learned a lot on what the different kinds of plants they grow, and basically, yeah. I really enjoyed learning about the garden. Another cool thing offered at PRHS is weight room. Harold is back with a look at the weight room.
So at PRHS, the weight room is a great part of the high school fitness program as it push to get kids to become more healthy and physically fit.
When I go into the weight room, the first thing I probably think of is hamstring stretch because I'm trying to build more mass.
There's a high percentage of kids that come to the weight room to use it to build both muscle and body mass. There are also many kind that come to the weight room and don't use their time wisely.
Well, kids are social animals. So basically, if a student isn't organized and doesn't have a plan, they'll go in there and socialize more than they will actually exercise. If a kid goes in there and wants to get results, they want to have their rest time between activities, between 45 seconds and a minute, sometimes even 30 seconds. But if you get distracted in a conversation, kind of cuts away at the amount of time you're actually working in the weight room. So if a person's working, consistently, their body will be so taxed that they actually can't have a conversation. They should be kind of breathing a little heavy, and the conversation should be shorter.
Even if some kids aren't using their time in the weight room to the best of their abilities, they all go to the weight room in hopes of either getting a co-curricular credit or physical fitness and health goals.
If a student comes in and does a great job and makes gains, that's great.
Just doing one more each time, every time I want to give up, just doing that extra one, because it's not a challenge unless you push yourself. I try to go a little extra each day.
And as a result, their results don't come. But when they do, I really feel great for them, and it's not about me feeling good about them accomplishing it, it's about them.
Participating in the weight room is a great way to improve physical fitness and health. I'm Jacob. Well, I'm Harold, reporting for WPRH.
If the weight room is not your thing, you should try out field hockey. Next year, our team is pretty awesome. Here's Miss Ricky with more report on our field hockey team.
WPRHS, we have an amazing field hockey team.
Well, last year I felt like we were kind of like a building team, and our stick skills weren't as great as they were, and then this year we've all connected as a family, and we're more as a team, and we can do more stuff together than last year. Halfway through the beginning of the season, there was like people under stress, and we were taking it out on each other. So there's a lot of kind of like drama, you could say, and stress, like unnecessary stress.
Yeah.
Lake Region and Kennebunk are pretty close together. It's been really hard because I'm also taking a college class on Tuesday nights, so that like sets me back from doing a lot of stuff with the team, but it's about priority. So field hockey first, and then my work schedule works around field hockey. And then once I get home, I just do my homework and just like try working out, and I use my EC support time as well, as good as possible. Yes, it has, because I have a whole bunch of close relationships with all the girls on the team, so it's like a big family, so they're there whenever I need them. And like if I'm having a bad day at school or something happens, I can go on the field and I know everybody's gonna make me feel happy and everything's set aside.
Have you good?
We still act like a family, like when I leave, like, cause there's a whole bunch of seniors, and we're kind of the ones who like, our senior class is the ones who like, kind of like built up this, how it is, and I hope like, we leave a legacy and everybody wants to be like us. Yeah.
Well, last year it was kind of a building year for each other because we just, like, the year before they had lost so many seniors, so it was just like different, because now the girls had to step up, like we all had to step up into like leadership roles where we weren't, that wasn't expected of us the year before. And so like now that we've established like what it feels like to be a leader and to like lead the team, it's been easier to include the freshmen and to show them the way for this year.
Is it?
Yes, you have to have time management and take away the idea of senioritis because it doesn't really exist.
Skill-wise, we've improved a lot because last year was a growing year, and we had the same players besides our one goalie that was a senior last year. So we've grown a lot over the year. No, we just got to maintain everything. Our hardest opponent is going to be York Friday, but recently it was Kennebunk. Losing. We're not very good with like the losing aspect of it. When we lose a game, we get down really. It's made me think that I have to work harder at things I want to work at and keep maintaining all my schoolwork.
You can see we have an amazing field hockey team at PRHS. This is Ricky Lukeski at WPRH.
Thanks, Miss Ricky, for helping us out with that report. Another thing students like to do is play video games. Video gaming provides ways to pass time, relieve stress, and improve creative problem solving. They're fun as a pastime and a hobby, and if you just want to get away from things for a little bit.
Well, this takes up some of the boredom, like while I'm at home. Have nothing else to do, why not? It's fun.
Yeah, just get your mind off of what's stressing you out.
Because they provide that real life, like, modern warfare combat scenario.
It teaches you problem solving, and if anything like something that happened in the video game ends up happening in real life, then you
can solve it.
It has a lot more things you can do. It has a wide variety of things you can do, like how you can approach the situation. You're going to be with friends and you're going to be talking and having fun, and that's what it's really about, is just having fun.
Video gaming will continue to change in the future, giving more opportunities for student innovation.
I believe that they're going to come out with a more modern controller, I believe. Less buttons, more touch, more keypad, more voice command.
Probably Unreal Engine, because they do mostly stealth. They produce very little lag. They make it so they have very little lag in each game, and they have really good graphics.
Whether problem solving or just hanging out, video gaming provides opportunities to socialize with friends. I am Peter Boldup reporting from WPRH.
Thanks for that report. Now we have something pretty special to share with you.
Well, you know, I'm working in one great school in Maine. I'm working in Pullman Regional High School. And Pullman Regional High School is unique because it has the Principal of the Year.
It's been a pleasure working with you over the last 15 years, and they couldn't have nominated anybody or presented this award to anybody any better.
Best of all, you were nominated and were informed that you were School Principal of the Year in Maine. So congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
Very, very strong principal that actually knows how to kind of negotiate through a lot of difficult challenges.
Congratulations, you really deserve it. You're an awesome principal all the time. So congratulations on being Principal of the Year.
Always encouraging us to do our best and to strive to improve our practices so that we may help the students as much as possible.
Congratulations, Ms. Med, Principal of the Year, long time coming. We're all proud of you. Thank you for all you do.
Very much appreciated. Last year when I was starting out teaching, you gave me some very specific, solid advice. Go carry.
Hey, Principal of the Year! You rock. Just saying. No doubt about it. I love you, Miss Med.
Congratulations, Miss Med!
Congratulations, Miss Med!
Congratulations, Miss Med. That's it for our show. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Brendan. Have a great day.